And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, building expert advisors for the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 platforms, and just in general, helping you become a better trader and helping me become a better trader in the meantime. So let's see. With that, let's go ahead. It is Friday, May the 22nd, 2026. We've got not a whole lot to talk about today. It's about pretty much the same as it's been all week. Let me see. We do have a lot of something to talk about. But anyway, we do have a lot of Forex stuff to talk about. There's always fun stuff to talk about in the Forex world. And since we are talking about putting money at risk, we need to talk about risks because you need to know about those risks before investing any capital into the foreign exchange markets, crypto markets, or pretty much anywhere for that matter. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. I have held NFA registration in the past. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade the funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, you could carefully consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. And the thing we're going for here is getting leverage to work for us instead of getting leverage to work against us. That is why we trade Forex. So with that, let's go ahead and talk about, you got it. Let's talk about me some more. Here's the my trading right here on the Audacity Capital's main May Traders Cup Challenge. And it's just a light challenge. It's a free challenge we do every month. They do every month. I don't. I'm not affiliated with Audacity Capital. They're in London. I'm in the United States, so we're not going. I don't have anything to do with them except I'm a customer of theirs, I guess. So that's what we've got going on here. This still looking for this unwind trade to happen a little bit. Not quite as gung-ho about it as I was in 2022, when every time somebody tweeted something about the carry trade unwinding, then I'll automatically put in a sell. And that did not work out well, by the way. I lost about $3,000 that way. Well, I did lose my entire investment capital, and it gave up in 2022 again. I have a history of getting into trading Forex and then getting out and giving up when things got boring or when things got just super weird. Here is the two the two EAs I have, not FAs, two EAs I have on MetaTrader 4 available at the MQL5 marketplace right now. It's the Bollinger Band RSI Mean Reversion Pro, which has a crazy profit factor of like 12, but it only trades about 6 trades every 6 years or something like that. 1 trade a year or something like that. It waits for certain markets before it actually places a trade, but your chances of that trade being profitable are very, very good. The MetaTrader 5 version does not work as well as MetaTrader 4, but I'm going to work on that a little bit more. And here we have, you guessed it, Trading Forex for Profit. This is my website where we can check it. You can enter your accounts. That's the dashboard. You get your calculator right here. There we go. Got the calculator. You can calculate your rate size, or pick up the account you want to trade. 75% stop loss. I'll have a complete video series on this coming out. You do not want a four-time risk exposure on that, and it's probably around $15 per lot. So you're looking at trading at 0.06 on the euro versus the dollar. Let's go USD JPY and see what happens. Whoops. Okay, that didn't change at all. There it goes. And it still didn't change. But at any rate, we have a higher risk advisory going on right now. If we want to turn the risk advisory off, go to full risk. You can see what's happening next. 50% multiplier. Oh, you can do that too, but you have to be in the right account because it won't. That's interesting. That's a glitch I just figured out. So we're going to have to get that to change altogether. What happened? What just happened? I don't know what's happening. I think that's what's happening right there. What did just happen? If I come over here, that changed. Okay, now it's back. That's a weird little glitch. It just happened. Not sure if that was another program that was trying to overlap. I think it was. I think it was another program trying to come on, and I didn't want it to give me an update. But anyway, let's see what's happening next. Markets are next. But anyway, go to tradingforexforprofit.com. Be kicking around, join for free, and we'll go from there. And you can see how it can benefit you. Here in the Forex trading world, we have U.S.-Iran signal peace progress, but still remains at odds over enriched uranium. They can't have much. Well, they might. It's just all over the place. We blew it up. But at any rate, yeah, not sure that they need to enrich uranium. Having a background in nuclear physics, they don't need uranium-236, I think. At any rate, enriched uranium is... I'm not going to get into it. I've forgotten a lot of this stuff about nuclear power anyway. That was even longer ago. That was 40 years ago I was involved in nuclear power. But at any rate, here we are. We have the, you guessed it, the currency strength-o-meter, about 35. We have the Japanese yen on top of the dollar, which is what we're looking for when the Pacific. Is that right? That's about the same as it was yesterday when we started this. So that did not update. Dollar's up here. Swissy's right there. Did I break the internet today? Oh, well. Oh, they're showing me ads now. Great. Okay, at any rate, we have the US dollar here. Swissy right there. And all these fun things come the Pacific Rim on the bottom. Because China is probably does not seem like it's having a good time right now. That's fine. And then as far as risk on, risk off, I'm going to refresh this one too because I don't know that it's accurate. It is accurate. Okay, look, we're at 62, which is neutral. No one's really going for it right now with risk on or risk off behavior. So, and then that leads us to today's markets. First, we're going to start off with the US 10, not the Japanese 10. It's been pulling back a good bit, down to 45.56. We've got a great big fair value gap right there that would need to be filled before it can continue further south. We'll see what happens with that. Bond yields around the world are kind of slipping, except for the Japanese 10, which is another indication of this. The carry trade unwind. When the red line crosses the blue line, the carry trade will pretty much be over, and then we can probably watch a lot of companies getting out of the dollar versus the yen. We'll see how that works. So when that continues, some people are calling for that to take place next week. I don't see it. There's 1.8%. What's it? 1,800 basis points. Yeah, something like 1,800 basis points between those two. So that's not going to work. That's not going to happen that fast. If it does, we've got a lot of weird things going on. But then it is the world, and we will have weird things going on. The Japanese yen, let's come back over here. Looks like this right here. It is still climbing. Kind of holding right now, but it's holding at 2.756%, which is a 30-year high for the Japanese 10-year. Which is before they got into all this reverse, not reverse carry trade, but all this putting their currency as low as possible to help imports, especially oil imports, because that's what is driving everything right now. US 10, US 30, just look at it real quick. Looks like might get a reprieve on temporary reprieve on mortgage interest rates. So let's go here. Pound versus the euro versus the pound. Pound is again stronger than the euro again this week. We'll see if that continues. It's also range bound right here between 87 and 86. DXY perking up a little bit, getting out of that range a little bit, but not with enough ferocity to clear this fair value gap right here. So it's trying to fill this gap. 54 is where it needs to go. Before it does that. Right now it's at 99.35 and just kind of chilling out because we're having neutral trading environment right now, so everything's kind of chilling out. Euro versus the dollar, again, down. Seeing if it's going to hold 116. Might get a little bounce up to 123. Not enough to trade. Risks are going to be higher than the reward, so I'm not going to be trading that. Pound versus the yen. Pound versus the dollar. Again, slipping just a little bit, but not enough to do anything. Swissy, dollar versus the Swissy. Look at that candle. That is a big indecision candle right now. It doesn't know where it's going to go. Probably up, but for now, we're just going to be watching it. Dollar versus the yen. Perking up a little bit more to 159.14. Again, it's very, very stationary right now. That's a very tight. That's one of the tightest ranges I've ever seen on the dollar versus the yen. I'm involved in it. I would like to see it go down, but we'll see what happens with that. Pound versus the yen. Same thing. Not really going anywhere. Euro versus the yen. Going even less of anywhere. Dollar versus the Canadian. Going up. But it's look at how choppy that is. I don't know that I can risk money on that. It's going to go up, but it's going to be awfully choppy, and there's a good chance you're going to get stopped out and come into the trade again. Stopped out and come into the trade again, and it's almost going to be like you're chasing mini trends. I'm not sure if that's the right way to trade that. Looking at these ATRs are awful too. These ATRs are really low. CAD versus the yen has a daily ATR of 66 pips in one direction or the other. Not good. Certainly not active. Certainly not voluminous. That's trading going on. That's the word for the day. If you don't know it, look it up. Crude oil is at 98.55. Again, just kind of hanging out. It's not a big word. It's not a really big word, but it's big enough. Aussie versus the dollar, starting to bounce off this January 2023 weekly high close. 71.46 turning into support, so it might be time to consider getting into a buy trade on that, especially if you fancy catching falling knives. But then again, you may want to see it another sign of a reversal on the lower time frames first. Gold's up to 51.19 again. Not really perking up. Well, it's down. It actually says down. Okay, so it's down $24. Okay, I'll take that. Platinum down $21. Palladium down $14. All down about 1%. Silver down about 1%. Then let's look at the software sector. Wow, the software sector got destroyed yesterday. Look at that. Intuit down 20% yesterday. Wow, look at that. Intuit got crushed yesterday. HubSpot continues its non-winning stock market ways. Salesforce right there. Intuit right there. And these are all companies that decided that we're going to favor AI over their customer base. This is what happens when you forget who your customer base is. Never forget who your customer base is, because you are going to eventually lose your customer base. Upwork down 2.5% because it's very difficult to make money on Upwork anymore. I know I was making money hand over fist, and then it stopped here in the United States. I'm not even sure if being an American freelancer is worth it anymore. But at any rate, with that is about all I've got today, so I don't do that anymore. That's about all I've got for today. If you guys have any, if you guys like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you have any suggestions, then by all means comment to me in the comment section. And lastly, if if you want to see more of these videos, then hit the subscribe button, and you will get notified of when we do more videos like this. In the meantime, you guys have a great one. Happy trading. Have a happy weekend, and I will talk with you later. Bye.